Hi, everybody. Can you see the cat hair on my shirt? I don't know. Is there cat hair on my shirt? Okay. Thanks for joining me for this book haul video. Things got a little out of hand with the book haul videos. I have, I don't know, like 8 of them that I need to edit and put together, and I just don't think it's going to happen. We'll cut through some of these shots of some of these other book hauls. There's some really amazing stuff in these book hauls, and there's some that I hate to just gloss over. But recently I've just been accumulating a whole lot of books, and I don't know how much you guys want to hear my stupid voice talk about the books that I buy. I don't know. It's confusing to me. I'm much more comfortable doing the reviews for some reason than doing the book haul videos. But I do have a special announcement at the end of this video, so hang tight with me. I hate to do that YouTube thing where I'm like, just stay until the end of the video and I have a special announcement. But I really do have a special announcement. I have 3 stacks of books that I have to show you. And most of them I'm keeping, some of them I'm going to let go of. And I'm very excited about those. There's some really fun stuff in here. So grab a cup of coffee, load the bong, whatever you need to do, and kick back. Let's do this, and then we'll talk at the end. Okay, so most of these, some of these are from the thrift store, some of these are from a bookstore, and some of these are from Whatnot auction. I pretty much remember where everything came from, so I'll kind of go through that. I finally found a copy of The Forever War. I've been looking for one of these in the wild forever, and it's been one of my white whales. This is actually in really great condition, and it's a first printing in the paperback. So I think this is 1976. Really excited about that. I paid good money for this one. And then, as it happens, like 3 days later, I found one that it was in a little rougher shape, and it wasn't a first printing, but I found another one at a thrift store. So I was pretty stoked about that. That's cool. Then we have 4 Brian Aldiss novels. We've got All About Venus. We've got The Primal Urge. Who Can Replace a Man? This fellow on the front, he's got a lot going on. And a copy of Star Swarm in really great shape. Also found a copy of Triton by Delaney. And Fall of the Towers by Delaney. Big fat fingers in the way. Big fat fingers in the way. Got this cool Philip Jose Farmer. Inside Outside. And then found a load of Blishes. We've got, and these are all in like new condition. So Star Trek 7, Spock Must Die, number 3, number 2, number 10, number 9, and number 8. I need to go check through my collection. I'm pretty sure that that's all of them, that I have all of them now. I could be missing one, but I'm not totally sure. I think that's it. And then we also have this other Delaney, Stars in My Pocket, Like Grains of Sand. Very excited. I came across this whole load of Delaney's. I was really stoked about it. Got this CJ Cherry Voyager and Night, and it's got a Cronenberg monster on the front. Very nice. This is in great shape too. These are all in really great shape. This one came from Book Pilled. This is Cities in Flight. This is high on my list. I'm very excited to read this. James Blish. We got The World Wreckers from Marion Zimmer Bradley. Probably gonna let that one go. We got Trullian by Jack Vance. You see that? There we go. That's one of the things when I was editing a couple of previous book hauls. I just noticed that every time I held the book up, it didn't focus, even though I thought it was, and I just felt like a big old dum-dum face. So we got one of these Heinlein YAs, Tunnel in the Sky. What's this name? There we go. I have I ran into just a ton of Laumers recently, so I have just tons and tons and tons of books by Keith Laumer. And some of them have got really spectacular covers. This one is particularly nice. I love that. And then we got this guy chiefing on the back. This one's probably going to get read. This is an Alan Dean Foster Star Trek. I've never seen this one out there, Log 1, and this in just perfect condition, so I figured I'd grab it. This one came from Book Pilled. These guys are LARPing in the park, I believe, and it's Trumps of Dune, so Doom, and these guys are not getting laid tonight. This one also came from Book Pilled, The Gods Themselves. I believe this was the one he read for his review, so I'm going to hang on to that. Copy of the Book of Frank Herbert. I have a couple copies of this now. There we go. Another Star Trek 10. And another Aldous here. So I have 2 copies of this now. One of these will be going. And then we have Edward Bryant and Harlan Ellison, Phoenix Without Ashes. There's some more Ellison coming up that is very frothy. Check that out. That's really cool. Love that. And then we have Titan's Daughter by James Blish. Very excited about that. I finally found the last book in this print series. There's 4 of these that have these covers, these Silverbird covers, and this is the last one I needed to find. I'm very excited about that. It's just in perfect condition, and we have an ad for Dangerous Visions on the inside, which is really fun. That's extremely exciting. Let's pull that out. Take a look at that. Yes. Very nice. Another James Blish. There we go. And then another James Blish, The Seedling Stars. I have this one in hardback as well. And then another James Blish, The Night Shapes. I went from being able to find 0 James Blishes when I would go out looking to finding all of them. And then a Cord Wainer Smith, The Quest of 3 Worlds. There we we go. This is great. This has that nice Tiger Man on the back. Hi, Tiger Man. All right, hang in there with me. We're almost there. Let's see. We've got Robert Silverberg, Worlds of Wonder. So this is his take on writing. It's got several stories in it. We've got Damon Knight, Alfred Bester, C.L. Moore, Henry Cutter, Robert Sheckley, James Blish, Cordwainer, Aldous, Vance, Dick, Kornbluth, Shaw, and Pohl. So that's exciting. And then another very similar one. This is his take on writing and reading science fiction. So he goes through several stories and then gives sort of an essay on each one. One of those I got from a book build auction. One of them I found in the wild. This one I got from a book build auction. This is Sailing to Byzantium by Silverberg. We got The Farewell Party by Milan Kundera. I'm a sucker for Kundera. Really like Kundera. I haven't read this one. Very excited about that. Strange Gifts by Robert Silverberg. I found this one in the wild. It's in great shape. Alfred Bester, R.A. Lafferty, Dick, Long, Dixon, Neville, Gold, Silverberg. Yeah. This is the way. Born with the Dead, Robert Silverberg. 3 novellas. It's got Jack Vance, Silverberg, Lafferty, Waldrop, Goulart, Pamela Sargent, Unklin, Benford. And this is just in beautiful condition. It's gorgeous. Paid a little too much for this one, I think. But I'm very excited about it. Got Clifford Simak, Highway to Eternity. The Last and First Men in the Star Maker by Olaf Stapleton. Love this cover. This came from a book build auction. Got this sweet first edition of Black Spring by Henry Miller. I'm not much of a Henry Miller fan these days, but you know, when you're a teenager and you discover Henry Miller, these pages have this really nice gray. It's really hard to tell here, but they have this sort of light gray attribute. It's not. These aren't white pages, so there's something really comforting to the eye about that. But this one is going to end up on the sale pile. Got Shakespeare's Planet by Simak. Another beautiful copy of this. This is in great condition. It's just gorgeous. Rainbow Mars by Larry Niven. I've actually never heard of this book. I'm a huge Niven fan, as you probably know, but this one totally escaped me, so I'm going to read that. This one is super special. This is Big Planet by Jack Vance. This is in absolutely perfect condition, and it's a first edition. Just want to show you a couple things here. So there are these beautiful illustrations in here. There's multiple. This is an amazing book. I paid a nice price for this book. And I felt bad because the guy that runs the bookstore, he told me how much he actually wanted to keep this for himself, but money was tight and he couldn't do it. And I immediately felt like a piece of shit for buying it. So what I may do is hold on to this for a while and give it a good read. And I really like this guy at this bookstore. I might package it up and take it back to him and give it to him as a gift. I don't know. We'll see. This is really nice. Just take another good look at that. Look at got the Betis. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, very excited about that. Found this at the thrift store. James Blish, the Star Trek reader. It has quite a lot in it. This is mine. I'm never letting this go. All right, so we're reaching the finale here, so hang in there with us. I found a copy of Playgrounds of the Mind, and it's not just a first edition, and it's not just in perfect shape. It is signed and inscribed by Larry Niven. This is the first book I have ever owned in my entire life that is signed by an author. Funny that it took this long. And then I also found, this is not science fiction, but I'm from Mississippi. I love Eudora Welty. I found a first edition of The Optimist's Daughter. Okay, now I got the big tuna. So I had no idea that I was going to run into these. I'll just show you. So I found The Pain God by Harlan Ellison. And I found The Web of the City by Harlan Ellison. And I found Spider Kiss by Harlan Ellison. The Deadly Streets, come on now, by Harlan Ellison. And I found this one. I found those at a bookstore, and I paid good money for them. But I found this at a thrift store. Look at that. Look at this. This is beautiful. So this actually has an introduction by Michael Crichton. And it's really great. I love talking about Harlan Ellison. I love when people talk about Harlan Ellison because everybody has to just talk about what an absolute dickhead he is. And that's great. It's great. It's great. It's fine. It's okay that Harlan Ellison is a giant asshole. It's who he is. It's fine. But that was sort of the introduction to this is basically like, you know, I keep hearing Harlan Ellison is an asshole, but I also keep recommending him to directors and producers to write scripts. And they're like, have you met Harlan Ellison? Do you know Harlan Ellison? So anyway, it's really great. I'm very excited about this. This stack of Ellisons, these guys, they're all from the same print edition. They're all beautiful. I may end up letting these go as a collection. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna see. All right, so let's talk about the special announcement. The special announcement is that I finally have eBay listings. I've never considered myself to be entrepreneurial. I've been doing woodworking for years, and you know, I've made a couple of dollars, but not much. And despite the quality of the work, and I since I had such an insane number of books, I figured it was just time to go ahead and start listing them on eBay. So I have got listings up. I'm putting more up. And if you look down in the description, I have a bunch of listings there. And you can click on the profile, the Book Rapport profile in one of the links, and you should be able to see the full list of listings there. If you send an offer and you message me, especially if you mention the channel, but either way, I mean, you don't have to mention the channel, but if you message me and you make an offer on something, pretty much going to do it if it's reasonable. this is mostly a way to support the channel. My other channel, my woodworking channel, I've been doing it for 2 years. I've never asked for any kind of support. I have a Patreon page for it, but I don't shill it, and I don't have any Patreons aside from, like a couple good buddies, and that's really nice of them. But I'm not going to do a Patreon page for this channel. And I think it's just much more fun if you would like to support the channel. You also get book, and book is fun. I'm trying to put together, I have listed, and I will continue to list lots of books, lots of 5 or 8 or 10. I'll go higher, if there's a reason to. If you want to do multiple orders, if I've got single books listed, some of the books, just depending on the general price of the book, it doesn't make sense for me to list a book for $3 and then say, hey, but $4 shipping. So if you put multiple orders together at a time, if you put multiple books together in a single order, the shipping is cheaper all the way around, and I can just send you as many of these books as you want. So keep an eye on it. As I post review videos going forward, I'll drop links to some of the newer listings or whatever in the description, and you can go there. Of course, if you're watching this from the deep future, it's possible that the links below, those listings no longer exist because, maybe it's 2030. I don't know. I'm trying very hard to only list quality things. What I like to think of in terms of the quality of these books is, if it's crap and it's falling apart, I'm probably just not going to sell it. And if it is a quote reader's edition, which means that it has lots of love and it's been well read and it can continue to be well read, then those will definitely get thrown in there. But for the most part, I'm striving for quality, and when I put together these lots, I am thoughtful about what I'm putting together, and I'm trying to give some really great titles and maybe some titles that are unknown to you, and some rare copies and some vintage copies, and all the way around. Check out the links, check out the store. I'm going to post lots of great stuff. I'm going to keep it. I post new books every single day if I can, and I'll keep it fresh and I'll keep it coming. If you're interested in buying books, check it out, and stay tuned. I've got a lot more reviews coming up, and I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you watching these videos. Have a good week.